Hello guys, my name is Lebogang and welcome to the YouTube channel. So today I bring you something a little unconventional. It's not a quote of the day, but it's, as you saw on the title, it's being 25 lessons and things that I'm grateful for. So I'm going to start by sharing 10 lessons, and then I will move on to underlining the things that I'm grateful for, particularly in the age of 25 and just in hindsight, just, being 25 years on the planet. So, number one, being 25 years on the planet, I am grateful. Oh yes, lessons. I've learned that what is meant for you is truly for you. Many times, one can be susceptible to thinking that in order for me to win, someone else has to lose, right? That Pareto efficiency, kind of thinking. But what I'm learning is that what is for you is for you, and that means that in order you can win and someone else can win, we all bring something unique and different to the table, something valuable, and no one can take that away from you. So rest assured knowing that you don't need to compete with anyone, you don't need to compare yourself to anyone. I'm learning that what is for me is for me, and what I bring to the table, no one else brings to the tables, and vice versa. And then lesson number two, I don't have to prove anything. I have nothing to prove essentially. Rather, I should rather be who or what I say I am. So over the years, I used to want to prove, I'm this and that and whatnot. And I feel as though I'm in a season where I'm just like, think whatever you want to think. I'd rather, instead of proving, I'd rather just be. There's power in being who you are. And when you do something, doing it because it's, at the core of who you are, not because you're trying to prove that I'm something. Yeah. And then number three, I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible, since my videos are usually 3 minutes, under 3 minutes. But yeah, let's see. Number three, God's time is always the best. I'm learning that, sometimes when you're around people and, certain things are happening for them, and then, you sometimes, you can fall prey to thinking, this must also happen for me, right? Which we're human beings. But I'm learning that what is for someone else may not necessarily be for me in this season, or I may not be ready for it. So that is very comforting. And then number four, I'm learning that my steps are ordered, hey? And this I bring back to Proverbs chapter 20 verse 24. I'm looking at my notes, which says that a man's steps are directed by the Lord, right? And how then can anyone understand his own way? So I'm learning that my steps are ordered. Like I see, certain things that my steps are ordered. They are really, really are ordered. And then number five, the lesson is to be true to yourself always. No matter what happens, be true to who you are. And then that is what I'm learning. It's important to be true to yourself. And then number six, I'm learning that I have a voice and I should not be afraid to use it. I don't know for the longest time why I gave away so much of my power by being silent when I should have said something. or knowing something which is going to move on to the next something, knowing something is wrong, having the conviction, but succumbing to the status quo. So I'm learning that, I have a voice and I should not be afraid to use it, especially for things that really, really matter. You must choose your battles. And then number 7 is I'm learning to have the courage to honor my conviction. Yeah, that adds on to point number 6. I'm not going to touch on that because I feel as though I've said what needed to be said. Number 8 is never take the path of least resistance. I'm learning that in as much as the journey may be, there may be seasons in the journey whereby it's a struggle. Never give up, never take the path of least resistance. Don't look for the easy way out, because it's in the tough seasons that you are built for that which you're going into, for that which you said you wanted, you aspired to become, so to become, to have, whatever. And then number 9 is everything is working for your good. The good, the bad in your journey, the in-between seasons, like everything works together for your good. And for this particular point, I want to refer to Romans 8:28 NIV version, all these verses that I'm reading. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. So the good and the bad and those in between seasons, they do, what I'm learning is that they do actually work out. Everything, bad that, in the moment I didn't want to go through, it has really, worked out for my good. It built me a muscle that I needed for my now. And for that, I'm grateful. And then number 10, not everyone is meant to stay in your life. This is a lesson. I'm learning that yes, people do come for a season in your life, and don't be bitter. I'm learning not to be bitter when a person's season in my life for the purpose which they came to serve is not complete. Not to be bitter, but to release them in love, to release them and honor them, that essentially they played their part and it's time for them to leave, and this moves on to my first point that says that what God, which is, what is for you is for you. Truly what God has for you is for you. And if this person's the purpose which they came to serve is, is no longer is now, and it's okay. It's okay to release people in love and not in bitterness, knowing that if this person's season is over in my life, it's okay. It means that there's something ahead, and that is okay. And then this brings me to my I felt as though it was a long video for a person who usually does, videos under 3 minutes. So for that reason, I have made it to be a 2-part video, right? So you've probably watched this was the first part, and the second part will follow. See you next time.